Alright. I don't know why looks so dark, but I'll have to make do. So, I'm not even sure where to start on this because this seems so common sense and so simple, but there's so many people in the mainstream media and on the left who just can't seem to grasp this concept. So we'll start with the most basic, which is the Second Amendment itself. So,
So what does the Second Amendment actually say? A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of the free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's it. Not a lot of words, just very specific ones.
the right of the people shall not be infringed. Now, the most common argument is that the Second Amendment gives the right to own and bear arms to a militia. And see, that's not exactly correct. The wording, if you look back over the Second Amendment, a well-regulated militia, that's more a reason. That's not the right. The right clearly states that it's the right of the people that shall not be infringed. When the Second Amendment, when the Constitution, Bill of Rights, was drafted, written, we had just finished this war and gained our independence and our freedom from a tyrannical government. Out-of-touch king, far away, and the reason our forefathers put this into the Constitution was specifically so that we, the people, can always have that last line of defense against tyranny, as well as self-defense against the criminal element. One of my favorite lines that the liberals and the mainstream media shout out is, the Second Amendment is for hunting. That's what it was meant for. No, nowhere in the Second Amendment does it say anything about hunting. It's not even thought, I don't even think it was thought of when they drafted the Second Amendment. The main and number one purpose for it is to protect the people from tyranny and also for self-defense. And the 98.4% of all mass shootings since 1950 to July of 2016, 98.4% of mass shootings have been in these gun-free zones. You're rendering people helpless and defenseless with these gun laws, gun control, gun-free zones. There's. I'm a father. I'm a parent, and it's scary, and it's difficult to admit that there really is no way to completely stop any type of mass shooting. Because you can't stop evil. Unfortunately, there are going to be people who have evil intentions, and there's no way to stop evil in people's hearts. However, we can do things that will lessen the blow. The number one thing that we can do to do that is to allow people to defend themselves. Allow people to carry firearms, which, as I said, is a right. In order to stop these school shootings, we need to harden these targets. Schools are soft targets because these killers, they know that guns aren't allowed on school property. So it's basically shooting fish in a barrel. CNN correspondent the other day, this guy named Gary Tuchman, supposed firearms expert went on CNN and claimed that AR-15s are full semi-automatic rifles, which doesn't even exist. You have semi-automatics, which is one trigger pull, one bullet. You have automatic rifles, which is, you pull the trigger and, it shoots rapid fire. Anybody who knows anything about firearms knows this. So for this guy who claims to be a firearms expert to go on CNN and tell people that AR-15s are this new type of gun called a full semi-automatic is completely absurd and completely ridiculous. But this is the type of propaganda and lies that the mainstream media and the liberals and gun control advocates are pushing, is these lies and disinformation, and that's dangerous. The first thing that a tyrant or a fascist does is disarm the people. Therefore, after that, there's no way for the people to fight back. There's no way for the people to rise up and revolt. That's what Stalin did in Russia. That's what Hitler did in Germany. They disarmed the people, and then from there, they're completely defenseless. They're completely helpless, and these evil tyrants can then do whatever they want. And there's no way to stop them. So that is why we need the Second Amendment. That's why the Second Amendment is so important to our way of life, and it's so important to maintaining our freedoms and maintaining the spirit of the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, Bill of Rights, all of that. Without the Second Amendment, all of that shortly thereafter is bound to be gone. Without that, like I said, we're all helpless. Guys, if you like that, you can click any one of the links in the description below. That'll take you to either my Facebook page or my blog on Medium. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I really, really appreciate when you guys do that. That really helps out. Definitely share my links, get my content out there, get these videos out there. I really, truly, truly appreciate the tremendous amount of support that I've already gotten from you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later.